Welcome back to the Out of Bounds podcast. I am Gavin Williams alongside
Charlie Calieri.
Just wrapped up week 11. It was a pretty good week, especially for us.
Great week.
I mean, it was a bounce back week for both of our teams. So we're in a better mindset today.
I think it's the first time since week 8 that we both got a win in the same week and got a win in general.
Yeah.
So congrats to us. That's huge.
We're back.
I personally, and I'll talk about this in a little bit, I personally saw the Bills win in person.
Yeah.
And it's the only game I'm going to go to this year. The last game I will ever go to
at the Ralph. Wow.
Sad time walking out of there. I was looking around. I was giving the little look around, giving the little head nod.
You know what? Would be like a cool little video. Going up to like all of our friends and family and just asking them their last game in the Ralph. Just like
what their last game was?
Yeah. So like going up to your dad. Going up to my dad, which was probably 20 years ago.
I think
I'm saying,
I think he's going to the last game.
Yeah, I think my brother is too. I'm not sure.
I potentially might be going to the last game.
I'm not. I think my brother said something about that last game. I don't remember.
If my dad, shout out, my dad has me go with him.
Hey,
wink, wink.
All I gotta say is, Frank, the ball's in your court right now. The ball is in your court.
It's rolling towards you.
I would love to know what the last game my dad went to, because that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get there, CFO.
Yeah, CFO, he's been stuck on the couch. Sorry, CFO.
That's all right. He texted me during the game on Sunday.
Of course he did.
He said, like, great win. Or no, on my way home, just great win.
Nice.
Statement win.
That was a statement
We'll get into that in a little bit, but some news from week 10.
Yeah.
Wow, Jamar Chase, what are you doing?
What are you doing, man?
I mean, AFC North matchup, I know it always gets a little bit heated, but that heated with Jalen Ramsey.
He has a personal relationship with that guy. I mean, they just get, every single time they hit the field together, there's something going on there.
Yes.
And there is video footage of him absolutely, in my opinion, I know what a loogie looks like. That might have been a loogie. I don't know. It was a thick spit he spat.
It's like
on
a
Jalen
loogie,
Ramsey.
all the letters are capital.
Yeah.
Like
capitalized.
Loogie plus.
Maybe maybe we put it like size 34 font.
Yep. Yeah. Bolded,
not italicized. Bolded. Wow. Yeah.
And underline.
So he got a 1-game suspension. Tried to appeal it. Gets denied by both the league and the PA.
Yep. Insane. And an even more insane thing. So, personal stat here, and I think this is incredible, and I'm not sure that what the odds of this are. But I have 2 sleeper fantasy leagues, and next week I'm playing Jamar Chase in both of those leagues.
Oh, that's awesome.
How is that possible?
That's amazing. I mean,
how is that
just the way the cards fall sometimes.
So, like, the chances that you get a top 5 fantasy player playing against you is already slim enough, right? And then the chances that you get them in 2 leagues on the same app in the same week are already low enough.
And he's suspended.
And then he got suspended for 1 game.
Only one.
1 game. And it's the 1 week that I'm playing both the teams.
Fantasy gods are looking down on you right now.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you. Herb Your Enthusiasm and Mr. Unlimited are thanking you right now, fantasy gods. Thank you. But I just thought that was an unreal personal stat right there.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances? But insane suspension. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Big game this week, too. Helps the Patriots out, which I don't appreciate, though. The biggest overarching thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as happy about my fantasy teams as I'm mad about the Patriots basically getting handed a win in that game because Jamar Chase will be out. Now they'll still have T. Higgins.
I will tell everybody to start T. Higgins.
They'll still have T. Higgins, and he's going to have a week this week.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's their only guy on their team.
Yeah.
And that Patriots team is playing really good football right now.
They are.
Best football in the league right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
both them and the Broncos are on 8-game win streaks.
Yeah, and speaking of the Patriots, let's get into our next topic here about the MVP talk. Let's really ramp it up here. And we're talking about Drake May.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, Drake May has been playing unreal football the last few weeks, the whole season.
Yeah.
Been playing unreal. And then as well as a guy that you wanted to point out, Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Also playing unreal ball right now.
Yeah, both teams are absolutely rallying and dominating right now. Just one thing I just want to throw in extra about Mr. Drake May. He has the highest complete percentage in deep balls this year. I think that's a stat that we actually have to look at, because when you have I'm going to shout out to Xavier Legette for how I'm going to say deep ball. The deep ball, man. I love his southern accent. It's great. But when you have some guy who can launch it deep and has the highest complete accuracy. I mean, that's something. That's a stat where when you're looking at the MVP at the end of the year, where if they're still neck and neck, you might have to look at that. And then going back to Stafford, I mean, no interceptions again. I mean, this guy is just so efficient. Finds a way. I want to give a quick shout out. 1,000th catch for Davante Adams. Congratulations.
Congrats, Davante. That's huge.
That was awesome.
That's huge, man.
And especially on a touchdown. Come on.
Unreal.
Now we're talking.
Yep.
Great win out of both those teams this week. Jets gave them a little something
iffy,
there.
Yeah, a little iffy, yeah. At the beginning.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
It was a little
on
questionable.
Thursday, yeah.
And then they woke up.
Well, I mean, we're talking about these two guys, but the guy that I still think is the front runner for MVP is Jonathan Taylor, who had a bye last week.
That's why we're not talking that as much.
But I'm still on the train of JT.
Yep.
Every week, the last last month or so, he scored 3 touchdowns every game. That's what Allen was doing in that December-November stretch, right around starting around now. Last season.
That's when he really ramped it up.
Yeah, and now I think you're going to see hopefully Jonathan Taylor continue that stretch and continue his MVP push, because he's going to need a few more games like this, especially as a running back, to really solidify himself as the top guy, because I don't think right now, he's still seen as that. And I think Mahomes still might be up there. And at least on like the betting odds, I think he's still probably up there. I think he always will be.
Yeah, he will.
And maybe Allen is sneaking up maybe back into those,
especially after the last
conversations too after last week.
Yeah.
So, but personally, I still think Jonathan Taylor is the front runner for MVP.
If the season were to end today, I would give it to Drake May. Second place, I would have JT. Third place, I would have Matt Staff. Just because of the weapons that Matthew Stafford has, that's the reason why I'm taking it away from him a little bit. But, man, I love having a three-headed goat that we have to decide, not just one guy. I think that's what makes football fun.
Yeah, for sure. Now, football fun.
Yeah.
Talk about your Packers.
Yeah, I will. That was a gritty game. You're going to have gritty games against teams. And I told you last week, I've never been terrified more to play a 2-8 team, probably ever. That defensive line is scary. We saw a man who I love. And like you feel the same way about Allen. When the ball's in his hands, you got faith. When the ball's in Jordan Love's hands, I got faith. Jordan Love decided to lower his shoulder pretty good in this game. And I don't know. You might not notice. He was out of the game. Malik Willis stepped in the game. Legendary drive. Throws a pinpoint accuracy throw to Christian Watson. Gets in the end zone. That was a huge momentum shift. Matt LaFleur said after the game, he doesn't get that touchdown, we don't win that game, which we don't. So shout out to Malik Willis. I love you. I actually freaking love you so much. You're amazing. Got to give a shout out to Christian Watson here. 2 touchdowns on the day. Both of them were gritty touchdowns, too. I mean, they were not easy.
He saved my fantasy team last week, honestly, because I had a good week. I still scored like 125, but, I mean, 12 of that came from Christian Watson, or 14 of that came from Christian Watson on those touchdowns at least. So I appreciated that from him.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
He only had like 3 catches, too, I think.
He did.
So...
Yeah, for only like 46 yards, too.
But efficient.
But very
That's
efficient.
What you want.
Yeah. But I just do want to say, when this guy's healthy, he's our number 1 option. When Tucker Kraft's not here. Like, I mean, obviously, if Tucker Kraft was still here...
I think he's by far your number 1 option. I think he's still your number 1 option when Kraft is there, honestly.
Okay.
I think that the way that... I'm always a guy that's a fan of separating or, like, stretching out the offense. So I think that, like, Christian Watson, what he does best is he takes attention away from other guys. Takes attention away from other guys, which is why, a Jaden Reed or Romeo Doubs or Dontavian Wicks in the past has been able to, be open for those deep ball touchdowns. So
I'm really
that's
excited.
why I think he's the best player, your number 1 option when everybody's healthy.
But I'm really excited. Jaden Reed might be back this week. Might be. He hasn't played since week 2 with a broken collarbone, and he got surgery on his ankle. But I know 20 points from the Giants isn't great. I mean, it's a whole new ball team without their head coach, and then Jameis Winston stepping in, so you can't really do too much. But I think the defense rallied when it mattered most. Micah Parsons, obviously we pay him that money for a reason, and he's absolutely did it. Evan Williams with a crucial interception in the last 2 minutes of the game. But I do want to point out one thing. Obviously, wins are fun, wins are great. And yes, was I happy? Absolutely. But the drops got to stop. I thought we left this last year. And I'm not saying just the drops on the offensive side of the ball. There were 3 in your hand moments for interceptions on this defense. And all 3 were drops until Evan Williams got the 4th. Both sides of the ball, we have to bring back the 2018 Jugs machine drill that we did with Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, and Devontae Adams. I mean, those Jug machine drills were crazy. And there's a reason why A-Rod is A-Rod, because those guys knew how to catch the ball. Took away from Jordan Love's game. He still played very efficiently. I do want to point out a stat that I saw this week from Pookie. If you didn't know, Packer fans call Jordan Love Pookie. Jordan Love had a 93.1 PFF grade in this game, which is the highest in his career, believe it or not. And this kind of blew my mind because you know exactly what game I'm going to bring up right now, and it's the wild card round against the Dallas Cowboys, which was his best career game. And he wasn't even rated that high. So, PFF, I'm kind of curious where your mindset is, but hey, congrats, Jordan Love, my Pookie. Very proud of this win. We have a huge one coming up, though. Got to take care of the Vikings at home. Go Pack Go. Very excited for. Last week was a different conversation. This week, feeling a little bit better about where we stand right now. So, want to hear from you now.
Yeah, talking about the Bills now. Great Packers talk.
It's nice when we could be happy.
I mean, really, yeah, I know. It's really refreshing, honestly. But, you know, I heard somebody say, I heard it everywhere, but I heard somebody saying it walking out of the stadium on Sunday. They go, that was the Josh Allen game if I've ever seen one.
Oh, 100%.
That was, then some people are saying that was the Josh Allen experience.
Yeah.
It totally was. I mean, first drive of the game, I'm pretty sure. Second drive of the game, he throws a chest pass they got the ball right in the red zone. We got the stop. They scored a field goal still, but got the stop there nonetheless. But dumb play there by Allen. And then slowly throughout the game, he just progressively turned into Josh Allen, the Allen that we know what he can be. 317 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks. Obviously, one of them was that chest pass. And 3 rushing touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
The guy, 42 points in fantasy, and just overall, that was an MVP type game right there. I'm not saying he is the MVP, but that was an MVP type game right there. The second time he's done that in his career, 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. Second time in his career, it's unreal. No other player's ever done that besides Otto Graham in the 40s. Just another unreal stat about Josh Allen and the mastery that we're seeing in current day. And I feel like I'm not even appreciating as much as I should because, growing up with all the rotating quarterbacks that we had, we were wishing for a guy like this. And now we have a guy like this. And week by week, sometimes I'm really frustrated with his performance. And games like this make you stand back and say, wow, why am I complaining? There's teams that have it way worse than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nonetheless, great gritty win. 9 lead changes. Second most in NFL history. I'm honored that I was able to be at that game. Scorigami that you pointed out to me. Unreal. There's been 4 Scorigamis this season in the NFL. We have been at 2 of them.
Yeah, we've been to half of them.
We've been to half of them.
That's amazing.
And we've only been to 2 games.
Yep.
That's unreal.
2 for 2.
I feel like every game that I go to somehow has a weird stat connected to it.
Okay.
Which is very cool. But
was the first? Because I know you said you were the second most game changes.
I don't know what the first one was.
I wonder if it was the Chiefs Rams that one year.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I can look it up.
That?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But I just want to point out a few guys on our team. Cole Bishop, another great week from the kid, another pick. Our defense in general, once again, really stepping up when we needed to. I know we let up 32 points, but I think that the way that game was going, sometimes it's just the downhill type of game for both teams, and you can't really stop it. So, just a good game overall solid game overall for the defense. And then Tyrell Shavers, what a game! 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. The touchdown was right in front of me, which is really cool too.
Oh yeah, he balled out in this game.
Balled out. I think he really proved that he can really be a staple for this team late in the season, and going into a playoff run eventually, and hopefully, that number 14 that legacy can potentially continue. He looks really good in that uniform. He looks like Diggs a lot. It's really weird to see, but overall, I mean, just a great game from the Bills. Well-coached game, I thought. The fans were really into it. It was a fun game to be at. Glad I was there. And short week this week. On to Houston tomorrow as we're recording this, and probably today as we post this. So, go Bills.
So, I just looked it up. The record for the most lead changes in a single NFL game. This is like, I hate this because I can't just look it up and it gives me a definitive game for some reason. It's giving me like this AI thing. And it says that on this AI thing, I don't even know if I believe this, but it says the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers in 2011 had 11 lead changes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
I need to look that up actually, but
all right.
Yeah.
You want to pull up the current bracket?
I do.
No?
I want to let everybody know, and I want to give one quick shout out before we move on to the current playoff bracket. I want to give a quick shout out to Myles Garrett. I just need to highlight 4 sacks. He's doing everything he possibly can for that dumpster fire of a franchise. Everything he can.
Do you think there's a chance that he can be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation?
I think he
on
is.
Such a bad team, though.
I think he is, just because of. I'm going to say something. So, by the way, 6 straight seasons of over 12 sacks for Myles Garrett. He's at 13 right now, and we're just halfway over the season. He's on pace for 25.5 sacks. So if he gets that,
do you think Cleveland gets rid of him? I know we just signed there. But, like, Micah just got moved. So it's like anybody can really get moved at any time. Sauce just got moved. Like, anybody can get moved.
I think they can get rid of him for a really good price.
Obviously, they can get probably at least 2 first-round picks, probably 2 seconds, and probably 2 good players maybe.
Yeah.
Just for him. Maybe the Browns would throw somebody else in there, like maybe they want to dump a Jerry Jeudy off. I don't know if that would be too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe if they want to dump off one of their older veteran guys too, just dump them off. That could be a play as well. But that might be what Cleveland has to do
in
this
the offseason
to try to get anything really on
just
that
a complete
team.
reset in that team.
They have some really good players, like individually in different spots on the team. Like I really like Harold Finn, and I like their tight ends. I like Njoku. I think that Judkins is really good when he gets going. I think that they have good running backs. Samson's pretty good too. Their wide receivers aren't terrible. Their O-line's not great, and their defense is not great. Besides Myles Garrett, so I don't know. I think Cleveland has a lot of work to do, and I think starting with that is saying, hey, it's probably better at. I don't know. I feel like the value of Myles Garrett is not being used correctly, and it's being diminished by the Browns, and I think that value can be restored with the trade, I guess. Does that make sense? Like if the assets that they get back will be greater than Myles Garrett's value right now to the team, even though he's playing so well.
Yeah. No, I also agree with that point. But I will bring up the playoff picture now. If the playoffs were to start today, I'll go AFC first. We have the 1 seed Denver Broncos. Because we saw the 1 seed the whole season was one team. But with a bye, now they have 8 wins. There are 2 teams above them with 9. So the 1 seed, Denver Broncos, get a bye. The 7 seed Jacksonville Jaguars would visit the 2 seed New England Patriots. That is a interesting matchup. I think the Patriots would be able to get that one done. But we would have the 6 seed Chargers, who just came off of that horrible loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, got absolutely blown out. Still find themselves 1 seed ahead of the Jaguars because of their record, would play the 3-seeded Indianapolis Colts. And I think that would be a dumpster fire of a game.
Unreal game.
And then the 5-seeded Bills would visit A-Rod and the Steelers.
This is what I want. I mean, out of all the teams to play, I think you want to play the winner of the AFC North now.
Now. We don't know where that team's heading.
If the Ravens
Baltimore
continue the way that they're projected to be headed and the Steelers continue the way that they're projected to be headed, we might be looking at the Ravens as the 4-seed host in a game in Baltimore, which did not look likely after Week 5.
It didn't.
But in Week 11, reality set in, and they're in it. So
yeah. So I just want to point out the Ravens and the Chiefs are both on the outside looking in, and something about the Chiefs really quick.
And the Texans. I mean, they've been in the divisional. I mean, the last like few years. So
yeah,
that's crazy too.
something about the Chiefs too. They still have a 55.4% chance to make the playoffs, and they have not missed the playoffs since 2015. And just want to point out one more thing about the Chiefs. Last season in one-score games, they were 11-0. This year they're 0-5.
I just want to point out, I think that what's going to come back to bite them at the end of the season, and I think it's a play that's really getting overlooked for the season because of how valuable it was that Trevor Lawrence play on Monday Night Football against Jacksonville. If Jacksonville loses that game and that fumbled snap doesn't go Trevor Lawrence's way, or whatever he did, he tripped or something like that. Yeah. The Jags are sitting at 5-5, and the Chiefs are sitting at 6-4, the 7th seed.
Yep.
So that's really a game
man.
at the end of the season that could really hurt the Chiefs.
Just that play in general.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's such a big factor in overlooked play that we might be looking back at the end of the year saying, "Wow, if Lawrence doesn't score that, the Jags don't do this, or the Chiefs are maybe doing this." So crazy to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is the AFC picture. For the NFC picture, the 1-seeded Philadelphia Eagles sit at the top with the bye, and then the 7-seeded Niners would play the 2-seeded Rams. Interesting. So we have 3 NFC West teams I'll get into as well. The 6-seeded Packers would visit the 3-seeded Bears. That is interesting. I think it's the Bears have had. I know we talk about the Patriots and their schedule. I think we gotta start looking at the Chicago Bears schedule as well.
We will in about 2 minutes, actually.
We will. I'm saying like up until now, though. I mean, they have had a schedule very favorable for them.
Let's see if they can sustain it.
Well, let's
You'll
see.
let me know.
I will. And then we have the 5-seeded Seahawks visiting the 4-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That would be an electric game to watch right there. A couple teams that are noted to be out. We have the Detroit Lions, who just lost to the Eagles on Sunday night, which I want to bring up one stat from that game. This is a quote from Shale. I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing your name, but Shale Capadia. And he said, this is a stat, Jared Goff's 37.8 completion percentage against the Eagles was the worst of his career and worst by any QB in a game this season with a minimum of 20 attempts. So that's something to really thinking about. When you're talking about the Detroit Lions, you got to remember that Jared Goff, when he played the big team, didn't perform for how Coach MCDC's standards really hold. And they were 0 for 5 in all 4th down attempts, which is not like the way that we've seen this team in years past. And then we have the Carolina Panthers also sitting on the outside, which they have made some noise in the NFC. They're sitting at 6-5, only a game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And I'm a Panthers believer. I've been all in on the Panthers this year. And the only game that they really looked bad, and I honestly, I wish, I didn't wish that the result was different, but I wish that Bryce Young played in that game against the Bills because I really want to see what he could. I just want to watch him play, but I just want to see what he could have done against the Bills and if that game would have been still 40-9, or if it would have been, something closer. I don't know.
Yeah, completely. So that is what the playoff picture looks like for the NFL after Week 11. We'll probably be back soon talking about completely different looking brackets next time we have an episode.
Week,
So, yeah.
Let's talk about the AFC West right now really quick. Some really interesting developments with that division last week. The Broncos getting a huge win against the Chiefs.
That was a great game.
Great game.
Shout out Will Lutz.
Yeah, unreal. Just clutch guy,
Yep.
clutch kicker. But the Broncos now, like you said, the 1 seed in the AFC.
They're in the front seat. Yeah.
I think 8 wins in a row.
I'm pretty sure 8 wins
in a row.
They were 1-2. Or maybe 7 games in a row.
And the Chargers, 7-3 last week, sitting pretty. Drop one to the Jags. I mean, you knew it was going to be a game that the Jags could win, especially at home in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But 35-6, crazy score. Didn't expect that one, but nonetheless, the Chargers lose that one and fall to 7-4, and then the Chiefs obviously losing to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Now go to 5-5, and they are sitting at the 9th seed right now, sitting at 1-2 in the division as well, which is an interesting number because who knows? Maybe if the Chiefs drop another game.
They're going to be on the far outside looking.
That could be enough right there in the division
Excuse me.
to kind of push them out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's because I still think that the benchmark is 11 wins to get into the playoffs. It might be 10 in the AFC now. And with that, 2 more losses in division for the Chiefs brings them to 7 losses.
Yeah.
So they would have to run the table in their other 5 games. Going to be a tough road for them. Going to be a tough road for everybody, competitive on both sides. And speaking of competitive, I want to highlight 2 really, unless you had, do you want?
No, yeah, I mean, you covered it great. I mean, I have nothing else to add there.
Okay. Now I am on playoffpredictors.com.
Yep.
Shout out to Playoff Predictors, where you can choose every game and it'll calculate the divisions for you. We're going to go through the NFC West and the NFC North, the 3-team races in both those divisions for the division.
Yeah.
And I will blindly tell Gav the games for every week. He will pick the games, and then at the end of it, we'll see who he thinks is going to be 1, 2, 3 in both divisions.
All right.
So let's start it off this week. Steelers and Bears are playing.
I'm going to take the Steelers.
Taking the Steelers in that one. Vikings and Packers.
Taking the Packers. That's at home.
Giants and Lions.
Lions. That's in Detroit, too.
It is in Detroit. Rams and Bucks.
Give me the Rams.
49ers and Panthers.
49ers.
And the Seahawks and the Titans.
Seahawks.
Okay, so that is week
12
right there. Week 13. Let me just find them. 49ers at Browns.
49ers.
Packers at Lions.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to say the Lions for that, though.
Bears at Eagles.
Give me the Eagles.
Rams at Panthers.
Give me the Rams.
Vikings at Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks there.
Week 14 now. Cowboys at Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Bears at Packers.
Give me the Pack.
Seahawks at Falcons.
Give me the Seahawks there.
Saints. Oh, wait, sorry. Saints at Bucks is not in the. Rams at Cardinals.
The sneaky one. I still like the Rams, though.
And I think that the 49ers are going to bye that week.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, week 13 or 14.
You taking the Rams in that one, you said?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to take the Rams.
Now we're on to week 15.
Okay.
Browns at Bears.
Give me the Bears, unfortunately.
Titans at Niners.
Give me the Niners there.
Colts at Seahawks.
Give me the Colts.
Packers at Broncos.
Ooh. Give me the Packers in that one.
Lions at Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I think that's all of them. I think. Sorry, I just want to make sure before we go on to the next week here. The Lions and Rams, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 16 now. Steelers at Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Niners at Colts.
Give me the Colts.
Rams at Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks take that one.
And Bears at or Packers at Bears.
I like the Pack there.
All right, week 17. Ravens at Packers.
Yeah, that's a tough game. I'm still going to take the Packers because of that defense for the Ravens.
Lions at Vikings.
Give me the Lions.
Seahawks at Panthers.
That might be a sneaky Panthers one right there. Give me the Panthers.
Bears at Niners.
Give me the Niners in that one.
Rams at Falcons.
Give me the Rams.
Okay, and then week 18, the all-important week 18.
Yeah.
Cardinals at Rams.
Give me the Rams.
Seahawks at Niners.
Give me the Seahawks in this one.
Packers at Vikings.
Give me the Packers here.
And Lions at Bears.
Ooh. I like the Lions here.
All right, so based on Gavin's ending predictions right here,
Yep.
we have.
Start in the West.
I'm not sure what the seeding's going to be. Right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it says they're the 1 seed, but obviously it's because this team has 14 wins, sitting at the top of the NFC West, according to Gavin Williams. At 14-3, the LA Rams.
I'm confident that they can be the 1 seed in the whole NFC.
The Seahawks at 12-5.
Okay.
And then the Niners at 11-6.
So
all those teams going 4-2 in the division. The Cardinals going 0-6.
Theoretically,
in the division.
theoretically, I think all 3 of these teams will make the playoffs.
Wow.
So,
No, I agree. I agree.
So
with
that is so what I just predicted also goes with what I think happens at the end of the season.
And then in the NFC North, we have the Packers winning the division at 12-4-1. The Lions just outside at 12-5
because they have 4.
This is where the tie helps you.
Yeah.
5-1 in the division for the Packers, 4-2 for the Lions. The Bears at 1-5 in the division and finishing at 8-9 according to you. So outside looking in for them, and that allows the Panthers to move up to the 8 seed and potentially sneak in there.
Yeah.
If they can have a better record than the Niners, they would not in this scenario.
Okay.
They'd be at 7-7 with all those games that happen.
I don't know. I think if I were to do one thing differently, maybe the Packers lose one more divisional game, or maybe they lose to the Broncos. I don't know. I would say that Broncos game.
If you lose any game, then you're sitting at the 6th seed, and you're sitting at 2nd in the division.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, hey, the Packers got to know what's coming up. I mean, this is the hardest part of their whole schedule. So
interesting, right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Great divisional races. Gav thinks that the Rams and the Packers are going to win those divisions right there.
Might be a little biased. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not too biased, but
no, I don't know. I think that's a good prediction. And now, if you know what's coming up, you're probably pretty excited. As always, towards the end of the episode, we get into a little ending recap of the week, and it always ends with the fantasy MVP and the MVP, presented by Gavin Williams.
Thank you, Charles. So we're going to start this week with the fantasy MVP, a man who had 106 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns and 34 receiving yards and 1 touchdown.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Was he pleased with this performance?
This man was definitely pleased with his performance. If you know what we're talking about Syracuse legend Sean Tucker. I could not leave him out. I don't care if his team lost. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see another Sean Tucker
performance. I saw
the
Sean Tucker legacy game.
You did.
And I'm proud to say that I was there.
And he was definitely pleased with his performance. Maybe not his team's performance, but definitely his individual performance. Congratulations, Sean Tucker. You are this week's fantasy MVP. MVP was tough for me, though, because I have a couple guys I was really thinking about, and the man that I am going with did have drawbacks that almost held me back from choosing him. I almost had 2 holdbacks, if you know what I'm getting at here. He had 317 passing yards with 3 touchdowns, 40 yards on 6 carries for 3 touchdowns. Joshua Allen from Wyoming. Congratulations. You are this week's MVP. Those 2 picks almost held me back, though. I'm not going to lie. I can't. If it was 4 touchdowns and 2 picks, we're not talking about Josh Allen this week.
6?
But 6 touchdowns.
I forgot to mention this.
I cannot leave him out of this.
So I was tailgating on Sunday, right? And in the parking lot, and my dad screams at me. He goes, "Hey, Charlie, come over here." And I look over, and Pistol Pete's standing there, the Wyoming mascot.
Wow.
So they had the admissions team from Wyoming come in and try to get some people to go to Wyoming. They weren't trying to get me, but I took a picture with the Wyoming mascot. It was really cool. It was they were doing a whole thing, but I was like, oh, that's crazy that they brought the people from Wyoming over.
Yeah, trying to score some people from Buffalo.
Yeah, I know. Pretty cool.
But yeah, so Josh Allen, congratulations. You are this week's MVP. You couldn't if you're 4 touchdowns, you're out of it. I cannot let 6 touchdowns go unnoticed. So this is his first time ever being in the MVP.
Let's go.
So
I am honored to say that I was at the game that
both MVPs
that produced both the FMVP and the MVP.
I mean,
for this week.
I think with the high scoring game. Oh, also, if you guys were curious, Josh Allen did have 42.68 points that Charlie put up on me in his victory over me in fantasy. I know you guys were waiting for that. Mr. Unlimited.
I kind of hinted to it a little bit earlier.
Mr. Unlimited.
Christian Watson.
Yeah, he got the win.
It was a great game.
It was.
It really came down to it. Gavin needed 25 points from Ferguson. Only got 12.
Yeah, I only got 12.
But it was a battle, honestly, throughout the day. A lot of my guys went in the early window. A lot of your guys went in the later window. But at the end of the day, it was a big win for Mr. Unlimited. And we're pushing forward now. Trade deadline this week.
Yeah.
In that Bonnaball League. So pretty exciting. But now let's get into our final segment here, the Week 11 picks for this week. Let's start it off on Thursday night. Game I'm pretty excited for.
Yeah.
Might be today as we're recording this. Might be tomorrow.
We'll see.
I don't know. Depends on how I feel. But anyway, Bills at Texans. Huge game in the AFC here. Texans trying to get back into that playoff picture, trying to sneak back into the playoffs.
Yep.
The Bills trying to maintain their spot in the division and in the playoffs, and hopefully progressing towards that division crown again, maybe. Just maybe it's looking bleaker and bleaker every week, but maybe we're still in it.
We'll see.
Gavin, who do you think is going to win this game?
I'm excited to watch this game. First game of the season I will watch with CFO Scotty Williams.
Shout out.
So very excited. Love watching the games with him. Love seeing his energy. Riling up the dogs. Getting yelled at for it. But he doesn't care. He still likes to cheer for his team. If CJ Stroud was playing in this game, I'd be a little bit more excited. This is a tough defense Josh Allen is playing against. I will point that out. But I still have the Bills. Give me the Bills here. But look out for this Texans defense because they are a very good defense.
Yeah, and we had that on our the resume episode, or segment on the one episode that Ian Kennedy was on. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. It was a good episode. It was
a great episode, yeah.
But I'm going to take the Bills in this game, and I think it's going to be a closer game than people think.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, their defense is really good and underrated, and I don't think we have an answer for Nico Collins.
Okay,
honestly, he's bigger than all of our second guys in the secondary. And he's probably faster than all of them besides Maxwell Harrison. But I don't think that Max is a good matchup on Nico at all. I don't think Trey
tough.
is. I think it's going to have to be Benford. So hopefully he can lock him up.
Gonna need some good safety
and hopefully
play.
He's healthy too. So that's going to be a tough test. But nonetheless, got Davis Mills there in quarterback. My guy.
Your guy, yeah.
But also
Tier
we got
one
my
guy.
team on the other side. So I'm going to take the Bills in that one. Colts at Chiefs is the next game.
To
Sunday
open
at 1
up
o'clock.
the 1 o'clock window.
I want to hear your thoughts and who you're going to have win this game first.
Before this episode was started, we sat here talking for probably 10 minutes about this game because this is a game. This is my game of the week. Get your popcorn, get your beverages, get whatever you would like to have during the game. Pizza, wings. I don't know what you like to have. Grab whatever you like to have.
Little chicken wing dip.
Yeah.
Spinach artichoke.
Maybe some hummus.
Little pita crackers.
So this game, there's some two things that I have bouncing off me right now. Patrick Mahomes plays differently when his back is against the wall, but the Colts are coming off a bye week. They're the hottest offense in the league. Their defense is also very good. The game's in Arrowhead. This should not be a 1 o'clock game at all. I wish there was a way to get this flexed, but it's not. But with the way that Spags can rally his defense in the weirdest of situations, I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs here. I want to point out my most sincerest of apologies to Ian Kennedy. I think this might be the first week I'm going against the Colts. Hopefully the last. I'm sorry, Ian Kennedy, our Colts correspondent. I'm very, very sorry. I'm apologizing now. I want the Colts to win. I want them to win. I want them to go out there and beat the living crap out of the Kansas City Chiefs. But just a gut feeling that I'm going to go with Spags putting up a performance and making Daniel Jones very uncomfortable. Give me the Chiefs here.
I love that pick because up until about 15 seconds ago, was undecided on who I was going to pick. And it was going to most likely be the other team that you didn't pick. And I was leaning towards the Colts already. So I'm going to go with the Colts. Okay, that's my pick. But if you said Colts, I was going to pull up a random number generator. And if it was an odd number, it's going to be the Colts. And if it was an even number, it's going to be the Chiefs.
All right.
But you made that easy for me. I'm going to go with the Colts. I think that coming off a bye week, I don't know. It's just an easy pick, I guess, to pick the one of the hottest teams in the NFL with the perceived MVP on the team, and I think he's going to have another MVP performance because he knows all eyes are on you when you're in Kansas City and playing the Chiefs in recent years, and especially in a game where the Colts still aren't seen by a lot of people as legit, and I think a lot of people see being legit as beating the best, and the Chiefs are the best. So at least in the AFC. So if you want to go out there and really prove yourself, this is the week to do it. I like the Colts.
Game of the week. Get ready for that.
Get your popcorn ready is right. Seahawks at Titans is the next game. Another tough game at home for the Titans.
Not game of the week.
Not a game of the week. I'm going with the Seahawks.
I am too. I don't think we really need to explain too much.
Vikings at Packers.
I want you to
NFC
go
North
first for
matchup
this.
right here. I'm going with the Packers.
Because you've been on the Vikings train.
I've been on the Vikings train. I think I'm jumping off. I'm
Okay.
still on the J.J. McCarthy train.
Okay.
Still on that train, very much so. But even with... Is Josh Jacobs going to play this week?
I don't know.
I need him to.
I don't know.
I really need him to.
He's considered week to week, so I think he might be out this week, having all eyes on the Lions for Thanksgiving, if I were to predict. I
It wouldn't be a bad move, I guess, because it's a short week already.
Yeah.
So I guess just get him.
I think that they don't play him this
and
week.
this game, you don't need...
I mean, the way Emmanuel Wilson played last week, he played freaking outstanding.
Just keep the. I mean, I know that Love is still a little, whatever, but maybe just keep airing it out a little bit. Maybe that's the air raid game next week.
I think so. So you got the Pack?
Yeah, I got the Packers. Yeah.
I do want to bring one more thing about the Packers before I make this pick, which also helps me justify picking this. I think that obviously every divisional game is a tough game, but I think especially against this team that has weapons on offense, especially my former running back Aaron Jones. He loves playing against the Packers. Then you have obviously Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. And those are two really tough matchups. And we don't have the cornerbacks to really do it. But I do want to point out that I'm very proud of the way these corners have been playing. Keyshawn Nixon, he has, it's weird. It happens every single time. Makes a great play, great pass breakup. He leads the league in pass breakups. But that doesn't show how well, he's not playing that well. So I want him on Jordan Addison this week. I want Carrington Valentine on Justin Jefferson. Like we said, we like the guys who are playing hot to get the good matchups. In the last two games for the Packers, he had 8 targets against him. Only 2 catches were allowed for 15 yards. So I want Carrington Valentine to play Justin Jefferson. And then the way that offense is going to play, give me the Pack. Can't go against my team, baby. Go Pack, go.
Jets at Ravens is the next game, and the Ravens are hot.
And I have them staying hot.
Really hot. I also have the Ravens staying hot.
So we're both taking the Ravens here.
Ravens win there. Giants at Lions is the next game, and you already said that you're going to take the Lions. I'm going to agree with you and take the Lions in that game.
Yeah.
Steelers and Bears is the next game. You also already picked this game before.
I did.
Who do you got in this one?
I have the guy who owns the Bears in Soldier Field. He owns that team. I know he's hurt, and I know he might not be playing, but I think he's going to play. And with that being said, give me discount double check Aaron Rodgers, the owner of the Chicago Bears. Please get this one. We need the Steelers to get this one.
I will say that I think he owns them as a Packer. I don't think he does as a Steeler. I think that the Bears take this game at home in a big game for them.
This
because
is a good
now
game.
They're at the top of the NFC North, so they want to stay there. And they're at the top of the division, so you just want to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots at Bengals is the next game. Could have been a better game, like we said, if Jamar Chase was playing, but I'm going to take the Patriots.
Oh, I'm also going to take the Patriots. They're hot right now. Love the way they're playing ball.
Browns at Raiders. I'm going to take the Raiders in this one. Shadur Sanders starting again for the Browns, or starting for the Browns. I think this might be his first start. Coming up this week in Las Vegas. Going to be a good one. Hopefully he doesn't go out like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens did before the game against the Raiders. But I'm going to go with the Raiders regardless.
I like the way that Myles Garrett's playing. I like the way that defense is playing. I'm going to take the Browns here. I don't think that Genty's going to have very much to do at all in this game. And I hate how Geno Smith's playing right now. I think Shedeur Sanders.
I do too.
I think that he doesn't have any weapons except for Brock Bowers. But this season, he's just kind of been up and down. And I think that the Browns' defense will win this game, leading to my pick for the Browns.
Jaguars at Cardinals is the next one. I'm going to go with the Jags.
I'm also going to go with the Jags. Sorry, insured by Luke. I cannot justify picking the Cardinals this week.
Eagles-Cowboys rivalry game, 425. That's probably America's game of the week.
It is.
Guess.
It is. I looked it up.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I am too, but I do want to point out that the Cowboys play fantastic football when they play at home against the Eagles.
Yep, they do.
But
It's usually a close game, yeah.
yeah, but I am going to take the Eagles. They're hot right now.
Falcons at Saints is the next one.
You didn't make the pick yet.
No, I did. I'm going with the Falcons. I just can't pick the Saints. I don't think that Tyler Shaw is really cutting it for me. But something to point out, and a reason why he could pick the Saints, is because Michael Penix Jr. Just had surgery today for a torn something in his knee.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him. He was having a decent season so far.
He was.
But Kirk Cousins stepping in there, I still think that he's going to be good enough to beat the Saints, and I think that the Falcons win that game and improve to 4-7, which is crazy.
Give me Kirko Chains here. I also agree. Give me the Falcons.
Love it. Bucks at Rams. Huge
Sunday
game
night
coming up here. Baker against his old team.
Yep. Yeah, for those couple of games. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been just that one game. I don't even know. I think it was like 3 games or something like that.
I know he played against the Packers one game.
But I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I think that the Bucks extend their losing streak to 3 games after this week, and that's Sunday Night Football. So that's going to be a great game.
I also have the Rams winning, especially at home. I think if this game was in Tampa, I might have something else to say. But I love the way that Matt Stafford, one of the MVP frontrunners, is playing. I'm going to take the Rams in this one.
That team is balling right now. The
Unreal.
Rams
and
are
their
legit.
defense is crazy.
Rams are legit. In the last game of the week on Monday Night Football, Panthers at 49ers in San Francisco, Santa Clara. I had the Panthers written down originally. I really did. But then I remembered I don't think CMC is going to let his former team win. So I'm going with the Niners.
I'm also going with the Niners. I like the way they played when Brock Purdy got back. And I think that Purdy made that team pretty good. So I'm going to take the Niners in this one.
I like that. That's week 11 right there. Week 11 picks. Excited to see that. We do want to point out that next week we will not have an episode. We will not be here on campus. Usually we record on Wednesdays. Gavin is leaving for the Thanksgiving holiday just shortly in this week. So he will not be here sticking around till next Wednesday. Neither will I. But nonetheless, thank you guys for sticking with us. Gavin, you got anything?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Because we won't be on the episode to say it. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thankful for all of you guys.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Mashed potatoes. I know. And that might be a weird choice, but just the way. She got a shout out to my stepmom, Trisha Williams.
Shout out.
Wow. She makes some mean mashed potatoes.
That's always a good thing to have, good asset to have in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or on the plate. For Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I would go with stuffing.
Okay.
I think my mom makes a great stuffing. She makes like 4 different kinds every year. It's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, I would go with stuffing. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy some football. And as always, follow us on our Instagram.
At Out of Bounds Podcast with a dot between every single word.
And on Bonaventure Sports Now. We've been posting a few game previews on that. We just posted one for the Robert Morrison Bonaventure game. And we will be posting something about the UNC Bonaventure game next week, which is very exciting.
Very.
Thank you guys for sticking with us as always. And have a day.
And go Pack Go and have a day.
Go.